sir. What's up, everybody? This is the New York City Nobodies podcast, live from the first time from the Queen Studio. We just watched the Knicks lose and NYCFC tie against DC United. It was a little bit of a tough night, but, you know, it could have been worse. So I am here with my co-host, Cesar Hernandez, and Felix palao.
What's going on, everybody?
Live in the flesh.
From Queens, baby. So, guys, what a week it's been for New York sports. You guys have seen everything when it comes to soccer.
Crazy-ass week, bro.
Basketball, especially. Yeah. And, yeah, I mean, listen, a lot of ups and downs we're going to talk about for this week. I mean, we can start off from last weekend for what happened. But it's been crazy. Let's go Knicks, of course.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's been fucking crazy, bro. Like, I still can't believe I was at that game at MSG.
Yeah.
Game 4, man.
Seriously, why don't you just tell the story of how that happened? I know you dropped it on your story, but still.
Oh, man. So, funny enough, I was hitting up Cesar telling him, because we've been going to Midtown by the Garden for all the watch parties. I was like, yo, I'm going to pull up around, I'll be there around 8 because I didn't think I had to be there for anything. And I was going to meet up my cousin Camilo. Yeah. And I called him and he said, yo, I got to tell you something right now. I'm like, what happened? He was like, yo, I just won Nick tickets. Like, you got to get here right now. Like, I just won tickets to the game. He won at the Dunkin' Donuts booth at the Fan Plaza. And, bro, I ran all the way from my house to MSG, which was 30 minutes.
Right.
Bro, it was unbelievable. The energy was crazy. We were sitting in the lower bowl. I was right next to, Cardi B, Stephon Diggs, Kylie Jenner, Timothy Chalamet, Kendall Jenner. Bro, the court was right there. It was actually, remember we were sitting for the watch party? That's literally exactly where I was sitting. They had servers bringing people drinks. I saw the guy in front of me handed the waitress or a waiter a $100 bill. I was like, God damn. Baby. Me and Camilo were the poorest. We were the poorest people in there, no doubt about it.
You were chilling with the Richies.
It was unbelievable, man. And it felt like everything came full circle because he's actually took me to my first Knicks game.
Right.
2012, the Knicks tape team against the Celtics. So then for everything to come full circle 13 years later and be at the Garden for game 4, man, and watch Jalen Brunson carry the Knicks on his back, man, it was fucking epic.
You got to watch, Jason Tatum, just
before he got hurt, man.
Stuff up, man. It's he was unconscious.
He
man.
literally,
I was like,
he was raining threes. Everyone was like, he's unstoppable. And of course, my luck, the one guy who sits next to me is a freaking Celtics fan. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Wait, was it that same guy that we ran into that day?
No. I don't think he's recovered. The fact that he went viral after we were sitting with him is one of the funniest things ever.
Literally, this guy was right in front of us.
But, bro, it was one of the most epic experiences ever. The fact that I went for free, bro, those tickets are $3,000.
Easily.
And I went for free. I mean, bro, what else is there to say? That shit is lit. Shout out to my cousin Camilo. Thank you for that.
Camilo, man. Shouts
that
to
was
you,
lit.
Bro.
And then me and Cesar chill after. People were going crazy. The cops showed up. People were fighting. There was an alien. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
But listen,
bro.
I mean, this is a beautiful time. And it's everything's good and bad. It's a beautiful time to be a New Yorker and for New York sports, especially for the Knicks. Unfortunately, tonight happened, but listen, we go back to the Garden. And you see how the Garden's been for that game 4 for everything.
And that was my third Knicks playoff game I've ever attended. Listen, the energy in MSG is different. It's different than anything you've ever seen. When there's a foul, when there's a steal, when there's a block, when there's a made shot, when there's a free throw made, everything's like a buzzer beater. The crowd reaction, the energy was so intense. It was fucking epic.
I mean,
bro.
let's not be worried. I mean,
the city's on fire now. The Knicks got it in 6, but still, they got to close it out.
6 always, man.
They got to close it out, man. Don't play with your food, bro. Just eat it.
I mean, I even said it today. It was gonna be tough.
Unless you're NYCFC and you just made us watch 90 minutes.
We'll get into
90 minutes of misery. So sad.
Listen, Friday, everybody should come out. It's going to be at the Garden.
Yeah.
It's going to be...
Yeah, bro. Everybody pull up Friday.
I mean, today happened. Of course, we knew they were going to come back strong after Tatum. We knew that they were against the ropes, so they had to do something, I just wanted, deep in my heart, to close it out in the Garden.
Of course.
It's going to be insane, guys. So everybody, it's going to be the pregame to the big game, the derby game. Yeah. So, this is what I'm talking about, New York sports, baby.
Before we talk about that, NYCFC did have a game on Saturday
Oh man, we gotta talk about
versus
that.
Club de
Jesus.
Foot Montreal. One of my favorite fucking cities, by the way. Let me just
Montreal's
say,
lit, man.
I love
I think
Montreal.
everyone knows that now.
It is a great fucking city. Like, literally, if you want to go it is one of the most underrated places to go.
Yeah.
That being said, wow, what a shit show that was on Saturday.
It really was. I mean, there was nothing coming out of. I mean, you know, I got to stop giving these wild, bold predictions about, you know.
Well, I say this every week. I say
Bro.
this every week,
know,
literally.
We're a confident bunch, bro. What's
Yeah,
wrong
we
with
are.
that?
We're very confident, overconfident at times.
I mean,
We're New
confident, but you gotta
Yorkers,
be
bro.
smart.
The Knicks got everybody gassed up right now, bro.
Yeah. So, you know, everyone's saying it from their chest now. Like, yo, if you're a New York team, like, except for the Red
What
Bulls.
did Flex say? He said,
that's not
he
New York.
said,
That's not
go
New
to
York.
the bodega right now. Put your hand in the register. That's your money. That's how a lot of New Yorkers are walking around right now, bro. It's fucking crazy.
And listen, I mean, we got to walk around going into the derby. So Saturday was disappointing. That was probably one of the worst games I've seen in Yankee Stadium, if not the worst. On the field, shout out again, everyone in the crowd. Shout out again,
the
supporters.
energy was good.
The energy's getting better. The separation of the drums, of people chanting in different sections, I think that's a good start. So we need to build on that. The team is one thing. Again, we say it the other way, when it's good and when it's bad.
Yeah.
The team is one thing, but we're another. So we got to keep showing up because
Yeah, so I mean, let's get into it. We did have a game. We do got to talk about it. You know, we had New York City FC to go up against CF Montreal. This is this past Saturday. NYCFC, we lined up like as such. We had in our back line, we had Tavon Gray. We also had Thiago Martins, Justin Hack. We had Nico Cavallo in this hybrid role. You know, he was mostly our wing back, but you know, going towards the attack as well, but maybe a bit too much.
just for the record, this is the same formation we use against Cincinnati.
It pretty much was. And then we had the new guy, Aiden O'Neal, made his first start. I
He
mean, 2
come
days
from a
after he
land
gets
down
here, get to start, right? Man, then we had him.
Shoeies for
Johnny Shaw.
everybody.
Hey, why not, right? We had Johnny Shaw in the pivot as well. Then we had Andres Perea, Max Morales, and Julian Fernandez heading up our attacking mid. And then our guy, Alonso Martinez, was up front by himself.
So I mean, yeah, main thing to just know, Cavallo was in the left wide position. Usually would have been Wolf. So we were a little defensive. O'Neal starts next to Shore, which usually would have been either Hack.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Okay.
Montreal had not won a game all fucking season,
Yeah.
and we let them beat us at home. I mean, bro, there was nothing going. Alonso Martinez had a couple opportunities. He couldn't put any of them away. The team looks lost, bro, and it sucks that like now we're actually dropping points at home. We are 3 games, including DC now. We haven't scored a goal. We're scoreless. And that's against the USL team, the worst team in the league, and DC United without Christian Benteke for about 70 minutes. So it's rough right now, bro.
Yeah, this is I think this is all going back to our depth. This is something we have been.
What was the
saying
magic
entire
word,
season.
guys? We said it.
Depth, guys. I mean,
Who doesn't get that though?
I mean, yeah, but that's the whole thing. I think this is now that we've seen this month of May. We kept saying that this month of May needed to be our
shit,
statement month. What's our statement right now? Our statement is that we still haven't played to the maximum of our potential. I think against Montreal, we just early on it was just we looked disjointed. We didn't have a clue. You know, we got an early chance. You know, should have been put away by Alonso Martinez on the break. You know, wasn't put away. And then Montreal just kept, you know, they keep attacking. You know, all in the 30th. You know, from the 30th to the 35th minute, they had like 3-4 clear-cut chances.
Those
in which
pesky
they could have
fucking Canadians.
And we said it. I mean, that's one thing I said. We have to show out this month. It is the month that we have probably one of the months that we have the most games in. So
Without a doubt.
and I mean, we said this like something that couldn't have gone wrong this month was this: us getting scarce and us just not producing, and that's kind of what's going on now. For Pascal Janssen to come out and say that the forwards got to step up and be more lethal running in besides Martinez. I mean, that's a big thing. And again, that's the most he could do with the tools he has. And we've been saying this a trillion times and whatever. But again, you just got to make the most out of having nothing.
Yeah,
and
man.
I think he's been doing the best he can, Pascal Janssen. But we got to just make it work. In the training ground, these guys got to show out.
He
Because
got
come on.
handed a tough deck, man. Like his hand wasn't the best. He's playing his hand to the best of his abilities. But at the end of the day, man, the players aren't The players look lost. There's no creativity. We're running Maxi into the ground.
Yeah.
It seems like we're just treading water. I know I've said that before. We're just treading water at this point to the summer transfer window. And who even knows that we're going to get there? It's very bleak heading into the derby with this low amount of energy around the team.
I mean, but
Definitely
listen, it's low energy, but however, you got to keep faith. I mean,
absolutely.
Been bad for the last 2-3
I know,
games, but it's
without a
not like
doubt.
we've gone months.
I know, but still, like,
I know
it's not good to go to stumble into the derby. You want to go in
You also
marching.
understand that this is also another failing of David Lee, guys. I know. Listen, we're not going to beat the dead horse.
That horse is like
This horse is
That
50
ho-
years dead, man.
That horse has like 100 bullets in it, man.
You know, I mean, come on. You know, this is like this horse survived the Wild West shootout already. You know, I mean, come on. But the actual fact is that where's our depth? We have not made any quality signings. We did address kind of a need with Aiden O'Neal, but still, where's our offense coming from? That's
Nowhere.
the
That's
biggest
the most
question
we can
here.
get for now, to be honest.
I mean, listen, and we had the opportunities against Montreal and today, and we're just not clinical enough. We're not putting the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll see how we lined up against them.
Listen, man, we had
This is against Montreal.
This is against Montreal, by the way. So we had 60% possession. Our XG, actually, Montreal had a 1.27 XG compared to 8.88 for New York City. Montreal had 19 shots as opposed to 10 for New York City. And then they had 3 big chances instead of, those 3 big chances that FOTMOB likes. They had, they had 3, we had 2.
I'll say, like, listen, just roughly on the field, Saturday was probably one of the worst performances I've seen just because the lack of creativity. I've been saying they lined up with 5 in the middle. We roughly had 4, but at some point, the only 4s we had were Hack and Short. And as much as we love them, that's not who's going to create you.
That's defensive.
Maxi ended the game 10, 15 minutes as, like, the third center back libero we were talking about earlier. And why is he going so deep? Because he wants people to rush forward. And listen, Shore and Hack ain't going to rush and help the attack.
Nope.
That's not in their nature. So, but I mean, listen, guys, this was very disheartening already, right? After the loss we had with the Open Cup.
Man.
But the most we can do is just build up every game. I mean, even if we beat Red Bull 1-0, I mean, we're going to get into today as well, which was a bit better, but we're typical.
We're still in 9th.
We're typical Blue Balls FC. I mean, Blue Balls FC where
we're not getting it off, bro.
all build off, no finish.
They need some Blue Chew, some honey packs.
They need
the
it
gas
out.
station Rhino pills, something,
We
bro.
need
Like,
it.
yo, Ocho Cinco used to take Viagra before games, bro. Whatever they got to do, figure it the fuck out,
And
son.
much love to Bakrar, but he has to make the most out of his
Well,
opportunities.
listen, much love to the whole team, bro, but y'all got to wake the fuck up, bro. And we don't even got to tell you this. I know you guys know, but, bro, what's happening?
No, you know what it is, bro? I mean, if you see it,
Against Pittsburgh and then Montreal
Montreal
back
was
to
insane.
back?
It gets
Back
to a
to
point.
back?
It gets to a point where it's a frustrating watch. I mean, I know we're watching this, and while we were watching the Knicks game tonight, and we were just thinking to ourselves, how much of a frustrating watch is this really? We're in the stands. We showed up.
Yep.
We showed up.
we're doing that.
We're doing our thing, but guess what? Now the product has to translate onto the field. This is the thing when, either we were better when we didn't have drums, and now we got the drums back. We're 50-50. I mean, come on, we got to get better with this.
But we got to
Especially
do
at
what,
home, bro.
Yeah.
we got to do what the players can't always do, and we got to at least show up every game.
Yeah.
We got to set the tone, literally set the tone.
Yeah.
So we haven't been doing that, even if they're fucking losing 5 in a row. Pardon my French. We got to keep going.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Yeah, man, get your shit together, NYCFC.
Because here's my thing, right? So we get into the second half, right? Everyone's getting settled back in. Everyone's got their beer in their hand. Prince Owusu just comes in.
49th
on
minute,
a
right?
beautiful shot. I mean,
He thought he was Tajiri
49th
Shradi,
minute,
bro.
49th minute. He thought he was playing in the World Cup. You know what I mean? He scored a banger.
He did that
You know,
for everybody in Quebec.
He did that for all of y'all.
All the
right?
SDQC motherfuckers. If you know, you know. If you know, you
You're
know.
right. If you know, you know, bro.
Your best friends in Montreal.
Yeah, man. It's but not. Listen, it's just it gets to a point where, once again we get punched in the nose. We don't got to come back. When we're playing well, we get punched in the nose. We jump right back. But this is one thing right here, and for it to happen in the 49th minute, for us to go the entire second half with hardly a shot on goal.
That is the part.
At Yankee
That
Stadium.
is very concerning because you're almost guaranteed. And I listen, again, people who we invite I tell them I don't want to false advertise all the time. We're likely going to win today. I said that on Saturday. And I'm like, against Montreal, even if we're Blue Balls FC, we should still win today. And we can't be having that. That should be a freak thing.
We could not be having that, man. During Derby week, it is rough. We haven't won a game since Cincinnati, man.
Yeah.
So, like, the team's got to wake up, man. Like, if put everything that just happened this past week, Men in Black, Will Smith, forget that shit.
Literally.
I think what starts happening here is the fact that we really do start playing down to our competition. We really have a problem with just playing down to the level of our competition.
We gave Miami a run for their money, LA a run for their money, Columbus we tied, we beat Cincy. Who else did we beat at home? Philly? No one thought we would beat Philly, but then we're losing to Montreal. Like, what the hell is going on,
I was going to
bro?
say, it doesn't surprise me. And listen, at this point, Saturdays, whatever happens, happens. But it wouldn't surprise me if we beat them.
Who?
Red Bull. But that's the thing.
I mean, it wouldn't.
Stepping down to your
they better beat more than 1-0 because they just beat Galaxy 7-0.
7-0.
What did you say earlier that I liked?
What?
That basically, at this point, asking for one goal might be a bit too much.
Yeah, asking for one. Like, he was like, I just want us to get one goal. I'm like, bro, that literally might be asking too much for this team.
In this economy.
Which is sad.
in our economy,
We couldn't even score against a USL team. We couldn't score against the second worst team in the league. It's bad, bro. Like, we gave them their first win of the whole season.
Yeah.
They had 3 fucking points up to that point.
They had what did they score? 5. They had scored 3 goals in 5 in the
Them
last
winning
5,
that
bro.
match gave them as many points in one day that up to that point in the season they have accumulated through every single game.
So even, it gets to a point where Pascal Janssen has been saying this ad nauseum in his post-game, in his post-match press.
It's got to be on the players at some point, bro. The coaches have changed. And listen, it's David Lee's fault, no doubt about it. But you guys are professionals at the end of the day.
Like I tell
Julian Hernandez, what's going on, bro?
Like I tell a lot of people.
Andres Perea, what's going on, bro?
So I mean, he's playing out of position, and I don't think he's.
I know, but still, they have these opportunities they're not putting away.
He can't take them. I mean, but Fernandez can't. He should be taking
even today,
them.
like,
and he didn't.
Against DC, like, so yeah, we lost to Montreal. Shit show. There's not really much to talk about in the second half. We played DC today, and it was more the same thing that's been happening.
But it was a better performance.
It
but
was,
again,
man. But still, Huicho Barraza shut us out, bro.
Oh man, Huicho did it to us. You know something? This is what I gotta say.
Good for him.
Good for him. He's an excellent dude, right? He got the chance to become a number 1. This is what I think he wanted to do his entire career. What goalkeeper doesn't want to be number 1, right? Let's just be honest, right?
Is he actually their number 1,
I was
though?
gonna say he's definitely stepping in. It's a midweek game as a 2, but he's getting more opportunities than he did with us.
Definitely made a good case to keep
He is
playing.
getting his opportunities. He's eating his food, so you can't be mad at the guy. He made 4 really good saves on us tonight. 4 or 5. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I was counting like 6 or 7,
Yeah.
bro. Like, he was
I
really
mean, we'll
making
do the
good
fact check
saves.
on that later, but I mean, I said it. I'm like, he's taking this game personally, and if you're him, why wouldn't you?
And what was the lineup we used today?
It was more of the regular stuff.
It was more the same, guys. So we had of course we had Matt Freese in goal tonight, and then we had lining up from right to left. We had in the back line was Tavon Gray from the Bronx, New York, Thiago Martins, and then we had Mr. Justin Hack from Brooklyn, New York. Burke Reese was also outlying over there on the wing. And then in our midfield, we have Jonathan Shaw, we had Andres Perea, and we also had Maxi Morales in kind of a weird position as well. And then up front, we have Julian Fernandez. We have Alonso Martinez and your boy Han as well. We lined up here more in the 3-3-4.
No,
a 4-3-3 rather. Sorry about that. Oh, having a senior moment here. We lined up
and he played ball.
Yeah, and I played ball too, right? Look, I should know
He
this.
said he's
right?
having a senior moment. I'm fucking weak.
Yo, what was that? Give me some Prevagen, bro.
Yeah, where's your successor right outside, yo?
It's coming up. It's coming up. I got to call him in about 20 minutes. But yeah, it was a bit more the same where, we had this lineup. I mean, it's the same formation that we've been running out there for the last 3-4 games now. But just, interchangeable pieces. This is the way I see it, right? But this result is going to be the same. We don't have that punch up front, and that's what I think we're really missing. We're like, Blue Balls FC, right? We build up. Just can't finish. No
I mean, they said in the broadcast all 5 our wins this year have been 1-0.
1-0.
That is insane.
That's
I'm pretty sure
that is
3 of them came
sad.
at home.
Yeah.
That's
But I mean,
sad, man.
that's a thing, and Like
I mean,
was gonna
get
say,
it done how you can get it done, but that's not a sustainable formula to be a winning team in
But
this
did we
league.
expect any different this year? Come more or less, this is what I expected.
I mean, a two,
Well, I mean, at least so far.
2-0
At least so
is
far.
too much to ask for. A 2-0 is too much.
I mean,
It's crazy.
Like we
In
said,
this economy.
in this economy,
It's-
Bro,
you're asking for
inflation,
maybe-
bro.
For
Like
a
you saw,
lot.
they send the New Yorkers inflation checks, bro. Like
Right.
that we.
Well,
it's
we're
hard.
compensated for 6 months of good soccer. So
You know, so this is what I, like
the window.
tonight, I think we kind of looked like the better team. Of course, Christian Benteke gets injured in the 20th minute. I mean, he comes
still couldn't win.
We still could not put anything together. We're playing we become long ball FC. We're
Yep,
playing
at
we're
times,
playing
yeah.
such Route 1 soccer. You know, it's just disheartening to know that we're capable of playing such good build-up, but now everything is pointing to us playing the ball in the air, trying to hit our front guy, our front line. I mean, it's not working. It really is not, because we're missing out on a lot of opportunities in build-up that we could be taking.
And I hope people understand when I say this, right? I think the middle of the field for us, that is the heartbeat, and right now we just don't have the proper heartbeat. Just because we don't have enough outlets for them. So that's what I'm saying, because that's where the game goes through. The game literally goes through, the midfield. And with players that we have, we just can't transition that proper way to cut in between passes, to have more than just one guy running behind. Mm-hmm. Even so, for whoever's cutting in, connect well, to be more of a presence in the opposing box. Come on.
Yeah.
It's brutal, man. We couldn't buy a goal if we wanted one.
But that's the thing, we talk about all this, things we've been talking about for these last weeks, and of course we're in this state right now. But at this point, it's literally forced any kind of creativity and effort out of this team.
Yeah.
That's literally what it comes down to.
Also,
and we can keep nagging and shit, but at the end of the day, listen, I was going to tell everybody, if you have to bring out those Sims out banners, if you have to do what you have to do,
this ain't a
do
Brad
it.
Sims issue. This
Sorry,
is a
not
David
Brad
Lee.
Sims,
This
I'm
is a
sorry.
David Lee issue.
Lee out. So sorry, Brad Sims.
David Lee. David Lee, man.
You gotta
Like,
take
is
out
this what
David
you
Lee.
wanted? Like,
Take out those banners.
Like, in
if you have
reality,
to.
like, what did you really think was going to happen when you put this team together? Like, did you
When
really
you
think
sold
this was a
Santi.
competitor?
When you sold Santi.
Did you really think this was a team that was going to make a deep push for MLS Cup? No.
I mean, listen,
No.
that's the thing. Not yet. If it comes down to right now, we're definitely not.
He doesn't even
sure.
deserve the benefit of the doubt on if he will even make the right signing.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Then we
Because
just
who
give up
knows?
hope.
Maybe at this point, we don't know what will happen at the end of the season. Us dropping these points could come back to bite us in the ass.
Yeah,
Let's
we've been
see.
saying it
Let's
this
see.
entire time. Like, these are the games that we have to win. Because,
These are the games that when it comes down towards the end of the season, towards decision day, you wish you had won.
Yep. So I mean, it was a bit. We were the better team in that first. We did play decent that first half. I'm not gonna say we were playing our best, because we definitely didn't. But we played a
good
decent.
enough
We
to
played
score.
good enough to score. I mean, we did have our chances. We get into these facts once again. We have 58% possession. The Rebels are losing.
Thank God.
Nashville
They
team.
need a little hit.
They need a hit.
They
One
can't
minute.
be riding. They
One
can't
minute.
Hey, it's almost over.
Yeah, and this is the
You
great
know,
thing.
until it's over, especially with those lucky motherfuckers.
Yeah, right. It's 87th minute, right? So right now, that we were at 1.55 xg. We have 15 total shots as opposed to 5 with DC, and then 5 big chances as opposed to 2 for DC. So it was just this is the formula to beat New York City FC. Overload your midfield, and you're gonna have us trapped. We have no other way to play out of that right now.
Again, because we have no flow. We have no flow from the defense to offense. I mean, from the forwards to defenders, or vice versa.
I mean,
but-
I'll be honest, guys. I really don't know what you want us to say. I mean, you guys are watching the games. It's just not good.
and that's the thing. We can recognize all these things, but let's make a judgment as fans. I mean, a
Every
statement as fans.
podcast, all the fans, all the news reporters, all the outlets, everyone sees it. Like, there's nothing that we're not offering a new perspective here. It's just
I mean, but we got to put pressure when pressure is supposed to be given, because at this point, we can't just be
it's
freaking
sad,
stagnant.
man. Like, this is the team we all love more than anything in the world, and to watch someone like David Lee just have such little care for the team, and I would just say he's just straight up irresponsible for the way he's gone about this whole thing. Like, say what you will, but this is just straight up irresponsible. Like, This is like when your car's starting to break down and you don't fix it, and then when it blows up, you're like, "What? Why did it blow up?" It's like because
Or
you
you go
didn't
to the-
fix it.
you
You
go to the
didn't. You didn't
mechanic
get
too
your
late.
oil changed.
Yeah, it's his
You did
responsibility.
it. Like that's his fucking job, and he just won't do it.
It's a case of like, yo, you have one fucking job. It's to sign quality players and to be able to.
No
attract
one's
players
asking
to
for
the city.
Messi.
We're not asking for Messi. We're not asking for fucking Ronaldo. We're not even asking for Paul Pogba in his prime. We're not even asking for all that. We're asking for somebody who can fucking consistently score. We're asking for creativity in our midfield. You know, right now our back line is pretty solid, right? But what we're really lacking is that creativity. Maxi is not able to do this by himself anymore. Well, but we do take one positive out of this. Hey, something we've been asking for, obviously, your boy Pascal Janssen, he listens to the New York City Nobodies.
Shout out Pascal Janssen, no matter what.
Maximo
Listen,
Carrizo. Start him Saturday. We got nothing to fucking lose.
Saturday.
We got nothing to lose.
Now, something that I was really impressed about, even the few minutes that he was on the pitch.
The team looked way better as soon as he
we
stepped on
looked
the
way
pitch.
better as soon as he stepped onto the field.
wasn't
He
even
brought on this crazy energy. Like, the ball was glued to his feet.
It's
at
almost
points.
like he's not a 38-year-old man playing 90 minutes a match.
It's like he's
Who would have
fresh
thought
legs.
that, David
Oh my
Lee?
God. It's like he's fresh legs. Who would have thought,
It's
right?
almost like a younger guy has more energy than a guy who's been playing for 20 years.
And and the thing is that Maxi, he came out of the game. He was a halftime sub, so
Thank
we
God.
have to come to a point where we can't depend on just him playing 45 minutes here. Then he's playing fucking another 90 on the weekend, bro. Come on, it's not gonna. You're running him into the ground far sooner than he needs to be.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that he needs much more of a run. Maximo Carrizo. Listen, I know there's hype, and I know we need Maxi to, really protect himself. However, we got to see more from Maximo Carrizo.
just think you
He
gotta
has to play
start
more
him.
minutes.
I just think you
To
got to start him
is a little
Saturday.
of a stretch because we don't even know how he starts games. We haven't even seen enough of him, bro. However, he has to start getting more minutes, and he should play for the Derby. He should come as a sub.
We're teetering on the point of like they have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
We're teetering.
No, because I mean, Maxi provides a lot.
Listen,
Still,
let's check the standings.
we
right
just
here real
can't
quick.
score.
Go ahead. Come on, King. Speak facts, King. They don't like you.
Oh Lord, fucking! Are y'all ready for this?
Oh my God.
We lost to the fucking Pittsburgh Riverhounds,
Out of the USL.
who are in the USL. They're not even in MLS. CF Montreal, who is the second worst team at MLS, and DC United is in 12th place in the East. And these are our last three opponents. DC's 12th place, we tied. We lost to Montreal, who's in last place. Well, second to last in the whole league, the last place in the East, and the USL team. We're fucking teetering, bro.
Yeah.
So
This is the lowest of the low. Like, how can you get worse than
We're
this?
in a playoff spot right now, but we're not.
and we're
We're
not
in the
even
play in.
And no, listen, and we're not even below with the fact that we're ninth is insane, but we're not even in a losing. Winning record. We're 5-3-5. However, what I was gonna say right now, what it's looking
Typical
like,
NYCFC.
right now, what it's looking like is that we have Red Bull a point above us. So for their good season with their best roster,
Right now they're even on points. 18.
is it 18 or 19?
Yeah, no, they're 18.
Oh, sorry.
We
So
play-
we're even going into the Derby, regardless of whatever the fuck is going on.
I mean, we gotta win.
We have to win. And listen, guys, we keep being negative, and I understand why. I get it.
That's
but
just.
as long as
I don't
as
even
long-
think it's negative. I just
No,
think
it's
it's the
true.
reality of the situation we're
I'm
dealing with.
saying
Like,
going forward,
saying
as
anything
long
else
as
would just be lying.
we teeter between 5 or 6, if 6 or 7 really, before we get signings, if we fucking even do, then we're fine. But
I mean, we win a game, we're in 5th place.
that's what I'm saying. So I mean, of course,
Somehow, some way.
it's still early. But however,
It is,
there's
but
not much to look forward to when you're playing the way you're
again,
playing.
especially when you're playing against Red Bull, we always seem to be neck and neck with them in the standings. Those points matter. If they use the
It's
head-to-heads
so annoying.
and the
how close we always
tiebreakers,
Yeah, it's gonna.
then you need those wins, man. So don't take care of your business, man.
You know me, man.
Especially at home.
I'm always gonna say fuck the Rebels. Right?
Fuck them.
Fuck the Rebels. But this. I think this derby just has a bit more of that edge to it now because of the fact that we are even on points. You know what I mean? Right now they do own the tiebreaker. The on goal differential. But the whole thing is that
credit Galaxy.
credit. You're right. Credit. Shots to LA Galaxy. Right. But the thing is that what you really have to focus on here this weekend is just picking up points. We have to score.
can't lose.
We cannot lose this game. I mean, right now, the consequence, it's a bit consequential at this point because of the fact that now if we do end up losing this game, we stay stagnant in ninth. We have to work a bit harder just to get higher up in the standings at that point.
Yeah.
And to be quite honest, Red Bull, they are looking kind of decent. Choupo-Moting is doing his thing.
I was gonna say they played the Galaxy, but I just remember we played Montreal and we couldn't even beat
However,
them. So.
we're freaking tied in the standings, and this is supposed to be Red Bull's good season after making MLS Cup
No,
finals.
they're not the same they were last year. Without what's his face, I hate him.
But
To
their
the Scottish
expectations-
Morgan, Alex, no,
Lewis Morgan.
Lewis Morgan,
Morgan, yeah.
fuck that guy. I know he's a good player, but I hate him so much. But without him, they're not the same team. They need him.
But I was gonna say the fact that their expectations coming into the season were much higher than ours.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're tied with us. I mean, listen, you use that to your advantage. You go into that derby and you win. And now moving on to Saturday, you know who has to come out on Saturday? We do. And it's a big one.
Bro, the whole
You treat
city,
it as
bro.
we're first place.
Let's hope the Knicks win Friday. Everyone better be out Saturday.
It's something to me. It's always, listen, the Derby is always important to me. No matter
Every
if
year.
it's Leagues Cup, no matter if it's regular
Open Cup.
season, the Open Cup, doesn't matter. It's an important game, guys. I mean, listen.
We've been to every single one. I've been to them playing in the Open Cup, Leagues Cup, when Andrade fucking headbutted what's his face.
that was a couple years ago.
That's when we all rioted and fought each other. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. But yeah, it was it gets to a point where, it's a lot more than just fucking we're from the boroughs, they're from New Jersey, right?
Nah.
It means a lot more than that. I think it means more in the standings. We have, we're neck and neck. I want us to beat
And
these
after
motherfuckers
last
into
year,
the ground. After last year, guys.
the derby got reignited. It was dead for a couple years,
Yeah.
but it's back.
We're up.
Except for the extracurriculars, but we won't get into that right now.
So
What?
this is
The extracurriculars after the
I don't
Derby.
know. I never heard anything like that ever happen. I don't know what you're talking
I don't know
about.
what you're talking about,
Me
bro.
either. I
anyway.
don't know what you're talking about.
This is the thing, right? We realize this, right? The players. This is why when anybody meets the players, they have to talk to them as human beings. Don't just get your stuff signed. That's great.
Yeah.
But tell them you should care as much as we care.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't take it to offense because
I
if they
don't
do,
think
they'll agree.
I don't think it's a lack of caring. I think it's a lack of skill issue here.
No, because sometimes you see the intensity of Red Bull besides us.
Yeah.
No, I
gotta go
agree,
out there
but
fucking
I feel
win
like that's
anyway.
always been Red Bull's MO. They've always been like that fiery, whatever, fucking hustle to everything team. Like NYCFC is always very, at least in my opinion, like flashy. Like we do the little flicks, we do this,
Passing
we do
game.
that. Yeah, we're pretty with it. Where they're more like, I guess,
What is it? Club said it.
blue collar,
Hardcore
whatever,
soccer.
Fucking pork rolls and Taylor ham or
But,
whatever the fuck they're eating.
However, like they have to realize this going into Saturday that we have to win. And listen, a win.
Most of the players were on the team last year and we lost. They better fucking
Yeah,
pretend like it matters.
there's somebody who I think can really echo that onto the team, is Pascal Janssen.
Yeah.
Tell him this is a derby. You don't lose. He's
His first derby.
his first derby. So if he can just tell the players, you don't even have to be pretty.
Yeah, just
Nah,
Scrap those
Maxi's
goals.
gotta be on top of shit.
Scrap on those goals in.
He like
Do
all,
Red Bull
all
too.
the
Even
longest
better.
tenured players, the Justin Hacks, the Maxis, who else has been on the team? I feel like I'm having a brain fart right now.
I mean, Freeze is
Yeah,
probably
Freeze has been here for a couple. Like the players who've been on the team for a couple.
Gray,
Keaton, like the players who
Illinich,
understand the importance.
Thiago
Yes,
Martins,
yeah, there
a
you
lot
go.
of majority.
They have to like make sure everyone understands. Like they have to set the tone in the locker room. This is the most important game of the season. Fuck everything that's happened, the wins, the
Exactly.
losses.
Exactly.
Our season starts right now.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the kind of energy we need to bring into it.
And-
'Cause
and- yeah.
we could not, bro.
we cannot lose.
We can't. Like
And
we
that should
can't.
be in the back of their heads.
We
no
can't
matter
even
what.
tie. I don't even think we could tie. We have to win. This team needs a win.
Yeah,
They're
it
begging
can't
for
be
a
one
win.
of those emotional ties, dude. We have to
Yeah.
go for the jugular.
It-
I honestly think that this is going to be the opportunity to finally put our stamp onto the season. I know I've been saying this all month, but this is the game that I have been circling, and I said That has to be our fucking statement game.
Yeah.
Against our local rival, against those fucking bums from across the fucking river. Can't win a fucking championship for shit. How the fuck y'all feel going 2,500 miles across the fucking country? Can't win a
The
goddamn
mistake
thing.
by the lake.
And listen, get in your heads, Red Bull. You're tied with us, and you're supposed to be doing much better than us. You're the best team in the East last year, and you're still tied with us. And if we win on Saturday, you're below us. So
And you made
goes to show.
signings. We
And you
didn't
don't
make
have this.
signings.
Y'all made wild signings, right? Y'all signed
Choupo-Moting,
Choupo-Moting.
yeah.
Come on, bro.
You're
like,
not getting Timo Werner anymore, so that went through
That
the
was a
fucking
dream. That was a
window.
big dream
that was a
anyway.
pipe
It
dream
doesn't
for them.
matter now. You just know it's over. They dream about a lot of things that usually never come
Yo,
true.
but why
so.
the fuck their stadium is half empty all the fucking time, bro? They can't even get fucking people to come out to their games. What the fuck they mean? You know,
I mean,
come on, bro. I mean, yo,
who wants
this
to
game
take
against
the
fucking
PATH
Galaxy,
train?
bro? Hardly
Not only
anybody
that,
showed up to that
the
fucking
Jersey,
game.
can you take the New Jersey Transit to Red Bull Arena?
Nah,
Yeah,
you take fucking the path. The path goes right there.
Well, all I know is New
And
Jersey Transit is
I don't
striking.
speak New Jersey.
They're on strike this
confused.
week.
I'm confused.
And I only know that because my girlfriend's going to the Shakira concert. And there's gonna be no buses, no trains, no nothing out there for a huge concert. Shakira, would probably gonna be like 80,000 people there.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
There's gonna be no buses, no trains, and no nothing. 'Cause
Well,
they